Yeah. Look at you, talking to your phone again. Oh.
You need to feel competent in something that matters to you, be it work-related or otherwise. It can be parenting, basket weaving, anything. Just be something. No. If no one else cares about it, I rebuilt an entire house, mostly by myself. It was 95% by myself. The stuff I hired out, obviously I hired it out. The electrical and the roofing. The rest of it, my dad showed me the ropes on a few things, but I mostly did the rest of it. No one has allowed me to be proud of that. Every time I mention it, I get fucking attacked because I'm a slumlord. I'm an exploiter. Oh, you own property. Oh, you didn't build that. This Obamification of America.
Oh, yes. Raymond, he's having a tough go at it. I admit that I have gotten sort of addicted to watching Raymond's videos. And I like everyone that I watch. I like it as far as I click like. But I do enjoy his content and his animation, his emotion that he's sharing. And what we've just heard him talk about is that he's done things that he thinks is right. And he's done things that I think is right. But what he's missing is the external validation. He doesn't get any positive feedback from people. I think he's talking about people on his channel, his viewers, that are coming up with negative things, slapping down everything that he has to brag about. And I think he's done some interesting things and some good things. He's got himself in a pretty decent position to be the age he is now. He's not where he wants to be. He's not done. He's not finished. He has not achieved all of his goals, but he's working on them. I don't think he's given up. I hope he hasn't given up. Watching his channel sometimes, it seems like, it's clear he's very frustrated. He's missing some things that he hoped to obtain earlier in life, more easily in life. But we all know, as Raymond does, that life just doesn't work that way.
The same thing with art school. I was proud of the fact that I went to art school. Proud of it. I went to college. I went to art school. I managed to go get a college degree in something I actually enjoyed. Guess what I got for the next fucking going on 16 years now? Nothing but attacked, denigrated, told I was stupid for going to art school. Non-stop. That was a dumb decision. Why'd you do that? The first thing out of everybody's mouth for the last 15 fucking years has been, Raymond, you ruined your life. You don't think I'd internalize that by now?
Yeah, I agree with Raymond in his 2020 hindsight that maybe the art degree wasn't the best thing. But you know what? He did it. It's done. It's in the past. I understand from watching his previous videos that he's done some graphic artwork. So he did have an idea at that point to do something. But Raymond has learned now, as more and more people are learning now, that this whole idea of college being the answer to everything, so worth getting into tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for the promise of a better future, a brighter life. Promise, promise, promise. Yep. We all know now that it's just a scam. It's been a scam for a long time. I noticed it a long time ago, and it's only gotten worse now. Well, I don't know if it's gotten worse. Certainly they've gotten more expensive, but a lot more people have had their eyes opened to realize what a scam it is, especially when these jobs that require a degree, they require a 4-year degree, but they don't require that degree be in anything specific. They just want you to go through the experience. Yet, they do not give equal measure to someone who has life experience. work experience, military experience, relevant experience to the job. They're so stuck. They're so stuck on having this piece of paper, a 4-year degree that shows that you can show up to class and get some work done and get the grades and get through it. When there's a lot more things. I mean, comparing that to people that serve in the military, the responsible service, I think that should be higher on employers' ranking than college. Just putting them side by side, because in the military, you have to go through a whole lot more. You have to go through all the training, the initial training, the boot camp, and then the extended training, the continual training. You have to follow the rules, play the games, do your job, learn skills, be responsible, and it's a whole lot of BS you got to deal with. But some people enjoy it, some not so much. But still, if you can get through that successfully, I think that should be the kind of person that an employer would want to hire, the kind of person that someone would want to give an opportunity to. But I got off on a tangent there. Let's get back to Raymond.
Now I want to sell my rental. I hate it because of the social ostracization it's caused me. I would argue that no, happiness is not derived by feeling competent at something that matters to you at all. I can say I'm the best possible at making a YouTube video with a Canon EOS at these certain settings with OBS and a Shure microphone. Nobody's going to give a shit. You know, I'm really good at eating the same fucking meal every single day because I found the perfect balance for me of cost, effort involved, cleanup, prep time, actual ability to have leftovers that can be eaten that same night. Like, there's a ton of wins that go into making the same 2 cheeseburgers every day and eating chips with it or something.
Yes, I think that doing the same meal every day, very frequently, and planning it in a way that he's preparing multiple meals at the same time is efficient. It's smart. And he says he made his choice based on the time it takes to prepare and clean up. And he gets what he needs. He gets what he wants. I think that's fine. I don't see any problem with it. It's not something to brag about. You know, that's not something I'd probably share on the airwaves like that. Especially knowing how many people are trolling and just waiting for an opportunity, any little piece of information. If you misspeak or you give up something personal or anything that they can grab and squeeze and twist and turn and punch to bother you about, to pick on you. Yeah, it doesn't even have to make sense. It doesn't even have to be something big. That's exactly what Raymond's talking about with the way people go crazy in responding to him about something as simple as his little sandwich routine. All right, Raymond, you paying off that debt, that amount of debt in that amount of time is impressive. Once again, that's something to brag about. And I don't have a problem with Dave Ramsey if following his plan helped you. You should be congratulated for what you did. That's a big turnaround. Several things I've heard you talk about. You've made big turnarounds, big changes, positive changes in your life. So that's great. Keep it up, man. And there are things in our lives that none of us have control over. We can't control the color of our eyes, our height, our hair, where we were born, when we were born, how tall or short we are, any physical challenges we may have, or mental. It's not something to get yourself worked up over, not something to stress over. Simply because you can't control it. You can't change it. You didn't choose it. That's what you got. That's what you got in this life. That's what you were given by God, the Creator, and that's what you have. And that's what you have to use to find your way. Whatever your way is, you got to find it.
And yet, the first thing I go, oh, I couldn't eat the same thing every day. I don't know how you do that. Are you kidding me? No, no one cares if you care about being good at something. I paid off $53,000 worth of debt in about a year. Credit score immediately dropped. Couldn't buy a house. And then the other things is that every time I mention Dave Ramsey or paying off debt, everybody says like, no, he's a terrible person. Do you see how like the achievements that I thought I was, go back to childhood. I wasn't good at sports, okay? I was small, I was skinny, I was runty. I didn't hit my growth spurt until I was almost 17 years old. I was literally like 5'5", well into sophomore year of high school. I grew like half a foot in a year.
Now that's really tough. That's really rough. Working your whole life, living your whole life, hoping, waiting, praying for that missing piece that someone else is going to deliver to you. That missing piece, that validation, that someone's going to recognize your ability, your skill, the work you've done. It just doesn't work like that in life, unfortunately.
I went and worked for my dad, and he was paying me like $15 an hour to help him. It was great money. I went and got an internship with the state during college, $15 an hour. It was great money. I was paying all my bills with it. Nobody gave a shit. Oh, you work for the state? Oh, yeah. I literally had a pension at 21 years old. I cashed it out. Nobody gave a shit about that. I made over $100,000 a year from 2021 to 2024, basically. I think last year the gross was right underneath $100,000. AGI was about 71, so do the math, that's about right. So I would say that this is a stretch. You need to feel confident in something that matters to you, be it work related or otherwise. No, it doesn't matter if it matters to you. It only matters if it matters to other people, period.
We each have to live our own lives. And we have to live our lives in the best ways we can. And we have to make ourselves happy. You have to be able to make yourself happy. You have to be happy with yourself. Happy with yourself first. I know Raymond's always talking about wanting to find a girl. Girls don't talk to him. I wish the man luck and happiness. But you've got to do the work first to where you are solid, comfortable, confident on your own, by yourself. Right now, you are not whole. You are not whole. You're missing a piece, and you want another person to fill that space, to bring their own piece of puzzle, their puzzle piece in there, to plug in or connect with you and make it work. Make the whole picture become full and complete. But that's not how it works. Until you have put together your entire puzzle completely, fully. You're not ready. No matter how much you feel like you want it, you're not truly ready to bring another person, another entity, another being into your orbit. You have to be complete first. And by complete, I mean happy with yourself, confident, and satisfied. And then you'll have something to offer someone else. Right now, you're a car rolling on 3 tires or less. But what I mean is that you're looking for a spare part that might be the right size, that might be the fit, you imagine if you get that perfect piece, that perfect size, and with just the right treads on her, and slap her on there, you're going to be able to roll off into happiness and infinity. Yeah. Happily ever after doesn't work in the real world. But you need to get your fourth tire. You need to get your car in order and be rolling before you pick up that hitchhiker. And I seriously hope she's a young, skinny, cute thing like I know I've heard you talk about.
I've lived my whole life socially ostracized. I was never good enough to be around other people. I was only ever the afterthought, etc., miscellaneous person that was added out of necessity because they had to include me. And then as soon as they didn't, it was crickets. And that's just how life went for me. You don't need to be the best. Just be good enough to evoke pride. Yeah, but pride only works when you have other people to feel proud of you. I'm sorry. External validation matters at an evolutionary basic level. You can't get away from that.
I don't agree with that. Humans are certainly different than any other animal or creature on Earth. We have this awareness, which causes a lot more problems. I mean, we're able to do more, build more, believe more, expand our minds, dream, and get motivated and create, change things and change ourselves. No other creatures, animals, are relying on external validation. They're out there clawing their way to survival every day, from sunup to sundown, every single day. Humans have evolved beyond that. And now we struggle with other issues, like talking to our phones, selfie therapy, to try to figure things out. We overthink. We get caught up in our minds, and we rehash things from our past. We tear them apart and recycle them and think about, why did I do this? Why did this happen? Why did it go that way? Imagine how my life would have been different. But you can't change it. Our past is a part of us. Our past, positive and negative, good and bad, teaches us and leads us and should hopefully help to make us, guide us to make better decisions in the future. We can't change the past. I don't think we should forget it, but you can't dwell in it. You can't live in the past. You can't go back, and you can't change what's already happened. But you use that, you stand up, you pack it, you put it into your library, and you use that to say, well, I won't do that again. And then you head forward, move forward, continually forward. You know, it might not always be heading up an incline. Sometimes you might be going down. Sometimes you might be flatline for a while, plateau, so to speak. But you keep moving forward. You keep moving forward no matter what. And you can, it's okay to think about things in the past, especially if you're using it to help you make better decisions, better moves in the future. Yep, that works.
The test. Do you have something you get excited to talk about? Not really anymore. What are you better than average at? All the things that I ever historically had been excited to talk about, everybody had a negation instantly about it. Always. Always. Almost everything.
Yeah, I feel you. But this is because you're living your life for other people. You're living your life for other people to judge. Judge your own life. Be your own judge. Your judgment, your thoughts, your opinion, your own personal pride in what you've done, what you've accomplished. That's what matters. Not what you get from other people. Not what people tell you they think, or what you should have done and how you should have reacted, or what better choice you could have made. Heck, you're a grown man. You know what now, looking back on it, yeah, sure, you can Monday morning quarterback with the best of them. You know what decisions you could have made better or differently that would may have worked out better. Now, looking back on it, 2020 Monday morning quarterbacking, yeah. Don't let them get you down because heck, you know better than they do. If you're looking back and making judgments now.
I mean, they're fucking women. They're never interested in things you're actually interested in. And then the women, they want to act like, oh, well, I'm into stuff that you might like too. And then they list paragraphs off of shit that you just don't care about because you've been conditioned by life and the boot of life beating on your head forever to the point where you don't get excited about other things anymore.
Gets all worked up on these things. Multiple things. This must be some rage and stuff going on in that head of his. But I tell you what, you can't control what other people think. And you're not going to ever understand or be fully, completely happy and compatible with females. That's not how it works. But you have to live your life for yourself, Brother Raymond. That's what you must do. And my last piece of advice for you today is to take a break from reading the comments. These people that are trolling and putting in things, they're just picking at you. And they see what gets you upset. And it works. So they're not going to stop doing it as long as you continue to get upset. Laugh it off, man. Laugh it off. These guys have less going on than what you have going. These guys have less work experience. They've accomplished less in their lives. Laugh at them. Shake your head. Or maybe just skip reading the comments. All right. Good luck, Ray.
I don't get excited about stuff. And I don't feel like I'm better than average at anything because every time I've tried to take pride in working out and developing muscles, okay? I work out and I have muscles. I have pecs. I'm not going to show you I'm not going to take my shirt off because then I get a fucking flag on YouTube. No, it's not enough that I had 5% body fat for years recently. I don't know. I'm 164 right now and I'm 6'1", so you do the fucking calculation. That's between 5 and 7% body fat. No, that wasn't good enough. I didn't work out the right ways. Oh, you did carnivore, you didn't track your macros and all this other shit. No, you didn't do it good enough. Oh, you grew a beard, but it was a little bit scraggly, so you're not even trying. Oh, you got glasses, but then you got the glasses you thought were going to be socially acceptable and cool, but now everybody just attacks me for these big old glasses. You know, I had the hair in high school that went over the face with the swoop and everything like that. And then, of course, I lost my hair. So now I get attacked for the hair now.
But the important thing to learn from this session of selfie therapy is that you have to do you for you. You are the one that matters. You are the performer. You are the judge. You are the jury. It's all about you. If you do what you need to do to get the things that you want to get, to achieve what you want to achieve, to reach the goals that you've set for yourself, then you only have to meet your own goals. You only have to meet that. And you know what? If you come up short, hey, sit down, think about it, work it out, adjust your goals to make these changes going forward. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's how life is. Things rarely go perfectly as planned. So you have to be able to adjust. You have to be able to manage yourself and your own life. That's what you want to get. And this in no way has been trying to put Raymond down. I'm not anti-Raymond. I'm pro-Raymond. But if you're going to get anything positive out of this session of selfie therapy, my friend, do you for you. And best of luck.
If you're feeling lonely, call a human, not your camera.